Ever wondered what farm-to-table cooking is all about? Well, friends, you're in for a treat today. Farm-to-table, or as some call it, farm-to-fork, is a movement that's all about using the freshest possible ingredients, sourced right from local farms. No long transport times, no sitting on supermarket shelves, just straight from the earth onto your plate. This approach to food is not just a trend, it's a lifestyle that's gaining traction around the world. It's about reconnecting with the land, understanding where our food comes from, and appreciating the hard work that goes into every vegetable plucked and every grain harvested. And the best part? The taste. Oh, the taste. There's nothing that quite compares to the flavors of freshly picked produce, bursting with nutrients and vibrant in color. Our goal today is to take you on a culinary journey, one that starts right at the source, a local farm. We'll get to know the farmer, learn about their sustainable farming practices, and see the wonderful array of produce they grow. This isn't just about cooking, it's about experiencing food at its most fundamental level. But that's not all. We're not just going to pick up some veggies and call it a day. No, we're going to take those ingredients and turn them into a meal that's both delicious and nourishing. We'll discuss the importance of fresh produce, how it impacts not only our health but also our environment and how it supports our local economy. So, whether you're a seasoned home cook or just starting to experiment in the kitchen, this video is for you. We'll share with you the joys of seasonal cooking, the excitement of discovering new ingredients, and the satisfaction of creating a meal that's sourced right from your local farm. So, grab your apron, your curiosity, and your love for good food, and join us as we embark on this farm-to-table cooking adventure. Welcome to our local farm, a key player in our farm-to-table cooking journey. This is where the magic begins. Here we're not just talking about food, we're talking about a lifestyle, a commitment to sustainability, and a deep appreciation for the natural bounty that surrounds us. Let's meet the star of this show, our farmer. This is the person who puts in the hard work and dedication required to bring us the freshest produce. Their hands are the first to touch these fruits and vegetables, long before they make their way to our kitchens. Our farmer is a staunch advocate of sustainable farming practices. They believe in working with nature, not against it. This means no synthetic pesticides or fertilizers, just natural methods that respect the environment and promote biodiversity. It's a labor of love that ensures the soil remains healthy and fertile season after season. As we walk through the farm, you can see the rows of crops stretching out before us. Each plant here has its own story, its own season. Some are just starting to sprout, while others are heavy with ripe produce, ready to be harvested. The farm is a living calendar, constantly reminding us of the cyclical nature of life. Seasonality is a key aspect of farm-to-table cooking. It's about embracing each season's unique offerings. In the spring, the soil awakens, giving us tender greens and sweet peas. Summer brings a burst of color with juicy tomatoes, vibrant peppers, and sweet corn. Autumn is the season of abundance, with its hearty squashes and root vegetables. And even in the depths of winter, the earth provides, with hearty cabbages and earthy beets. Understanding and respecting this natural rhythm is what sets farm-to-table cooking apart. It's about more than just taste. It's about nourishment, sustainability, and a connection with the earth. As we continue our tour, we come across a patch of organic produce. These fruits and vegetables are grown without the use of synthetic pesticides or fertilizers, a testament to the farmer's commitment to organic farming. The result is produce that's not only good for us, but also good for the environment. Local agriculture is another cornerstone of the farm-to-table movement. By sourcing our food locally, we're supporting our local economy and reducing our carbon footprint. Each fruit and vegetable here hasn't traveled thousands of miles to reach us. They're grown right here, in our own backyard. This farm gives us the essence of what we need: fresh, seasonal, and local. It's a testament to the beauty and abundance of nature, a reminder of the simple joy that comes from sowing a seed, watching it grow, and finally, reaping the fruits of your labor. As we wrap up our farm tour, let's take a moment to appreciate the hard work and dedication that goes into maintaining this farm. It's a constant cycle of planting, nurturing, harvesting, and starting all over again. But the result is worth it. A bounty of fresh, healthy, and delicious produce that's ready to be transformed into a mouth-watering dish. In the next segment, we'll dive deeper into the importance of fresh produce, discussing the health benefits and the environmental impact of local sourcing. We'll also talk about the community benefits, such as supporting our local economy and farmers. So as we leave the farm behind, let's carry with us a newfound appreciation for the food we eat, knowing that each bite is a testament to the dedication and hard work of our local farmers. And remember, this is just the beginning of our farm-to-table cooking journey. There's so much more to explore and discover. Stay tuned. Fresh produce isn't just about taste. It's about health, environment, and community. As we delve deeper into the world of fresh produce, let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer vibrancy of colors, the symphony of flavors, and the texture that each fruit or vegetable brings to our table. But beyond this sensory delight, there's a whole spectrum of benefits that fresh produce offers. First and foremost, let's talk about health. Fresh produce is packed with vitamins, minerals, and other essential nutrients that your body needs to function at its best. Take, for instance, an apple plucked straight from the tree. It's not just an apple, it's a powerhouse of antioxidants, fiber, and vitamin C. By choosing fresh over processed foods, you're essentially choosing a nutrient-rich diet that can boost your immune system, improve digestion, and even contribute to better mood and energy levels. The benefits don't stop there. Fresh produce has the upper hand when it comes to flavor and quality too. Have you ever noticed how much sweeter a freshly picked strawberry tastes compared to the ones that have been sitting on a supermarket shelf? That's because the longer fruits and vegetables are separated from their mother plant, the more they lose their natural sweetness, crispness, and overall flavor. By choosing fresh, you're choosing to experience food in its most authentic form. Now let's shift our focus to the environment. The journey of a vegetable or fruit from a farm to your table can be a long and arduous one, especially if it's not locally sourced. This journey often involves long-distance transportation, refrigeration, and packaging, all of which contribute to carbon emissions and environmental pollution. But when you choose to buy fresh and local, you're reducing the carbon footprint of your food. You're promoting a more sustainable food system that respects the earth and its resources. Finally, let's talk about community. By choosing fresh and local, you're supporting the livelihoods of local farmers and contributing to the local economy. You're helping to create a sense of community around food, where people value and appreciate the hard work that goes into growing it. You're not just buying food, you're investing in your community and in a food system that's fair and equitable. So as we walk through the rows of lush greenery and vibrant colors of the farm, let's remember that every fruit and vegetable has a story. It's a story of nature's bounty, of the hard work of farmers, and of the journey it takes to reach our plates. And when we choose fresh and local, we become a part of that story. Choosing fresh and local is choosing health, sustainability, and community. Now that we have our fresh ingredients, let's plan our meal. When it comes to farm-to-table cooking, the key lies in selecting the best ingredients, and that's exactly what we've done today. Remember, the freshest produce isn't just about taste. It's about nutrition, sustainability, and supporting our local communities. But how do we turn these vibrant fruits, vegetables, and herbs into a mouth-watering meal? First, let's consider what's in season. Today, we've got these sun-kissed tomatoes, crisp bell peppers, and fragrant basil. These ingredients are at their peak, meaning they're bursting with flavor and packed with nutrients. But what if it's autumn and these aren't available? Don't fret. The beauty of farm-to-table cooking is its adaptability. The seasons may change, but the principle remains the same. Use what's fresh, use what's local. Now let's introduce the dish we'll be preparing. With our selection of ingredients, we're making a classic tomato and bell pepper pasta, topped with a sprinkle of fresh basil. It's a simple yet flavorful dish that allows each ingredient to shine. However, this is just one example. The beauty of this recipe lies in its versatility. Imagine it's autumn and you've got a bounty of butternut squash and sage. You can easily swap out the tomatoes and bell peppers for roasted squash and replace the basil with crispy sage. Or perhaps it's spring and you're harvesting sweet peas and mint. You can create a vibrant green pasta that's as refreshing as a spring breeze. The possibilities are endless, and that's the exciting part of farm-to-table cooking. Each season brings a new palette of flavors to play with. Remember, cooking is not just about following a recipe to the letter. It's about creativity and intuition. It's about understanding the ingredients, their flavors, and how they interact with each other. So don't be afraid to experiment. Maybe you want to add a bit of heat with some chili peppers, or perhaps a splash of lemon juice for some acidity. Trust your taste buds and make the dish your own. Lastly, let's not forget about portion sizes. We've all heard the saying, we eat with our eyes first. Make sure to prepare enough to satisfy the appetite, but also consider the visual aspect of the meal. A well-plated dish can elevate the dining experience and make the meal even more enjoyable. With our meal planned, it's time to head to the kitchen. So grab your apron, sharpen your knives, and let's start cooking. Remember, the journey from farm to table is a culinary adventure, and we're just getting started. In our kitchen, with our farm-fresh ingredients, we are ready to cook. The essence of farm-to-table cooking is all about simplicity, letting the natural flavors of the ingredients shine through. Now, let's dive into this culinary adventure and create something truly magical. First, let's start with our lovely assortment of fresh vegetables. Remember, the key to selecting the best produce is to opt for what's in season. These vegetables have been grown in the same climate and conditions we live in, and their flavors are at their peak. Now imagine the vibrant colors of these vegetables. The reds, the greens, the purples, the oranges. All these hues are not just visually appealing, but also indicate the different nutrients they contain. And when we cook them, we want to ensure that we retain as much of these nutrients as possible. So how do we do that? Well, one method is to cook them quickly, using high heat. This can be done by sautéing or stir-frying. These methods retain the crunch and color of the vegetables, as well as their nutrients. Remember, overcooking can rob our vegetables of their nutrients, so keep an eye on them. Next, let's talk about our protein. Whether it's locally sourced meat or freshly caught fish, the key is to cook them just enough so they're safe to eat but still tender and juicy. A good tip is to let your protein rest at room temperature for about 15 minutes before cooking. This allows for even cooking. Moving on to our grains. If we're using something like quinoa or brown rice, we want to rinse them first to remove any residual dust or grime. Then we can cook them in a pot of boiling water, just like you would with pasta. This method, known as the pasta method, helps the grains cook evenly and prevents them from getting too mushy. Now, let's talk about herbs and spices. These are the magic ingredients that can transform a simple dish into something extraordinary. Fresh herbs like basil, parsley, or thyme can be added towards the end of the cooking process to preserve their flavor and color. Spices, on the other hand, can be added earlier on, as they need some time to release their flavors. As we cook, let's take a moment to appreciate the sensory experience. The sizzle of the food in the pan, the aroma wafting through the kitchen, the colors of the ingredients coming together. This is what cooking is all about, a celebration of our senses. And finally, let's not forget about presentation. The way we present our food can make a huge difference in how it's perceived, so take a few extra minutes to arrange your dish in a way that's appealing to the eye. Remember, we eat with our eyes first. Throughout this cooking process, remember to taste your food. Adjust the seasoning as needed. Cooking is not just about following a recipe, it's about creating something that suits your palate. So don't be afraid to experiment and make the dish your own. And there we have it, a farm-to-table meal, fresh, flavorful, and homemade. Each bite is a testament to the journey these ingredients have made, from the farm to our plate. It's a celebration of local produce, of sustainable farming, and of the simple joy of cooking. So why not give farm-to-table cooking a try? You might just discover a new favorite recipe, or better yet, a new way of looking at food. Look at this beautiful meal we've created from farm to table. Just imagine the journey these ingredients have taken. From the earth they sprouted in, under the care of dedicated farmers, to our kitchen, and now, to our plate. It's a testament to the magic of nature and the power of our local communities. As we savor every bite, we're not just enjoying a delicious meal, but we're also celebrating the hard work of our local farmers, the richness of our soil, and the bounty of our seasons. Each ingredient carries a story, a journey, and a flavor that's unique to its origin. And let's not forget, farm-to-table cooking isn't just about tantalizing our taste buds. It's about nourishing our bodies with nutrient-rich food, supporting our local economy, and reducing our environmental impact. It's about making choices that benefit our health, our community, and our planet. So, why not embark on your own farm-to-table adventure? Visit your local farms, get to know the people who grow your food, and discover the joy of cooking with fresh seasonal ingredients. It's an experience that will transform not just the way you eat, but also the way you view the world around you. And as you embark on this journey, we would love to hear about your experiences. What local ingredients have you discovered? What farm-to-table dishes have you whipped up in your kitchen? Your stories will inspire others and contribute to this beautiful cycle of sharing and learning. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share your farm-to-table experiences in the comments section. Let's create a community that values food, not just as a source of sustenance, but as a connection to our land and to each other. In our upcoming videos, we'll continue to explore the fascinating world of sustainable eating and cooking. We'll meet more farmers, discover more ingredients, and cook more delicious farm-fresh meals. Remember, every ingredient has a story, so let's make our meals count. Until next time,